Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is almost 3 a.m. With the FD Hangout. This is our 16th episode. Uh, Gangs Reunited. It's your host Zach, along with two other hosts, Tosin and Abdul.
Yo,
What
what's
up?
up?
Uh,
Yeah.
so it's been more than a week since the Champions League final. Right. Yeah.
Hey, wait. I
So
know, I
we're
know.
a lot of internationals, but mostly the focus is on transfers.
Yo,
Uh,
Zach.
yeah,
Yo, I was thinking, man. I know this is a soccer hangout, but yo, man, shout out to them Warriors, man.
You
all right.
Shout out to
should,
the
should.
Warriors, man. Shout out to them Warriors, man. Getting it done in 5 motherfucking games, man. Shout out to the fucking Warriors, man. I just
Kick
gotta
him,
bring that
kick
up.
him, kick him, block him or
Oh
something.
man, look, dude,
Yeah.
LeBron 3 and 5 in the finals. That's
Here-
all I'm finna say. Like,
Shut up,
let's
bro.
just go. Let's just go.
All right. If you bring that up again, we are.
I'll actually leave or I'll just block you.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm already depressed. Shut up.
All right. Anyways, yeah, that happened. Maybe it won't happen next year, but we'll see. But yeah, getting into transfers. A lot has happened this past week. Milan just announced like their fourth signing yesterday, I believe. Andre Silva, let's see, Rodriguez, Musacchio, Kessie, yeah, Andre Silva. Uh,
Wow. Okay. Yeah.
and also Manchester United finally, after like what seems like a million transfer windows, they finally bought Victor Lindelof. Um, so yeah, what do you think about that move?
I was thinking let's actually just discuss like the Milan signings first, because
Okay.
obviously it looks like there's been, some revolution going on in Milan and like a rebirth, I guess, of the club. So yeah, I
Yeah,
think we should talk about the players individually
Mhm.
first, like, and
yeah.
just see like how will they fit into, I don't know, the Milan system right now, like
Montella's sister.
Mhm.
Montella system, yeah.
Yeah,
So
I
like, who's
think
the first player? Like, I
the
don't know,
first
y'all
signing
just
was
like,
what's his name, Musacchio, right?
Mhm.
yeah,
Villarreal's center back.
he's actually so class, like
Yeah, he's
on the
great on the
ball,
ball.
great on the ball. The thing is, he's just always injured. Like,
Yeah,
like
I
he's
think
had like some,
I expect him to be a major component of Argentina under Sampaoli.
you know,
I think he didn't call him up actually, though. That was kind of surprising. He didn't call him up for the Brazil friendly.
he easily should be starting.
But he's everything Sampaoli likes in a center back. I think he's a bit smaller than usual. He's not that tall, but I think he should
No,
definitely be.
he's
Yeah.
close to 6 foot. He's close to
No, I
six
think
foot.
he's short.
Nah, Musacchio is pretty tall. Like I think he's 6 foot. Seriously, I could be wrong. I don't know. Y'all can check
I
it.
can't
That
remember.
tall for a center back.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. Anyways, he's great. Yeah, he's great on the ball. He's really. I mean, he was part of the best. I think Villarreal were the best defense in La Liga last season. Conceded the least goals. I think. I'm not certain on that, but yeah. Um, yeah, him. He used to play. He's been there for a good 3-4 years, even more. I think even like
No,
5 years
more
or
than
something.
that. He's been
5 years.
there
Yeah.
for the club at like 8 years, I think, because I think he was in their reserve
Academy.
team. Yeah, like for
He's been
just
starting for 5, right?
Yeah.
yeah, you could
'Cause he
say
played
five
with
around
Gabriel. He played with Gabriel, and then he played with um, a bunch of different center backs.
Ruiz, Victor Ruiz, all these other
Yeah.
dudes. Yeah, like nah,
So yeah,
man,
that's a good
Villarreal.
start.
No, that's a good pickup for them. So who's he supposed to like line up alongside? See, like,
Romagnoli.
okay, yeah, and he seems to be highly rated. To be honest, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really know much about Milan, but
No, Romagnoli's. I really like him. He's just he obviously does have a mistake in him. I mean, he's still very young, but when he's on it, he's very Italian in the way he defends. You know, it's like pretty old school, but at the same time, he's good enough on the ball. And yeah, like that season he had I think it was Sampdoria. He was probably the best center back in Serie A that year.
Yeah. So Muchacho to Milan. That seems like that's a very good signing. You just start with the base, great center back. So who's next?
Rodriguez.
Wolfsburg's
Which Rodriguez? There are a lot of Rodriguez.
Christian Rodriguez, Wolfsburg's left back.
Christian Rodriguez or Ricardo?
Ricardo. Yeah, Ricardo. What's his name? Yeah.
Man, dude, he ain't all that. I'm just gonna say that now. Like, he ain't all that.
He's overrated, but it's Milan.
He's getting ripped, man. He ain't all that. I'm just gonna say that right now. Like, like I remember what's his name, dude, Oxlade-Chamberlain. Who else do we have? Oh, Anthony Martial. Like, man, dog, he's been ripped before. Like, I watched him, but he seems like a good player. Like, in terms of he has a sweet left foot.
When did Ox rip up Rodriguez?
I know this might sound weird. I think it was in an Emirates Cup game, like a preseason game. Nah, dude, like, or was it England versus Switzerland? It could have been an international game, dog. Like, I don't even remember. But yeah.
I think at one point he was. I do think he's overrated because at one point he was linked with like really, really elite clubs. Like I think he was linked to Barca. At one point he was linked to Madrid.
Barca,
he was linked to Madrid at one point. Yeah, he's not that good, but for AC Milan, they're still starting off. Like I think he would be one of the best left backs in Serie A.
Mm-hmm.
And I think he was, looking back at the last year's Champions League against us in the first leg when Wolfsburg won 2-0. I mean, he was one of their best players, maybe only second or third, second to Draxler or something, but he was amazing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I think he's a very good signing. Like I think the question marks come with Andres Silva and Kessie, in my opinion. I'm still not too sure about them.
Oh, okay, Andres Silva. Like Andres Silva is the one in Porto.
Yeah.
And Frank Kessie, like I don't know much about him either, but I know that Atalanta, like their youth system is so like it's a big part of like I don't know the whole Serie A identity right now. Gagliardini, who went to Inter, he's a baller. Now they have Kessie, who seems to have shown some progress. Like I saw on your BTL, on your Breaking the Lines, you've made comps on him, Zach. Like,
yeah.
So yeah.
And I've got a Andre Silva comp actually today, but I mean, I like Kessie, and I like Silva, but I don't think that they're the moves that will make them challenge for the title. In 2018,
I think
2020 they could, but
I think they're just trying to get a top 4 spot next.
Yeah, you think? You don't. Yeah, I don't think Milan are gunning for.
Yeah. I mean, and look at what Inter are doing. Inter, have they even signed a single player? Like,
no.
Yeah, I mean, which is okay. I mean, it's still not even the transfer window still isn't even open.
But let's see who they're looking at. Let me just see.
I mean, yeah, they're looking at like a winger and
they want to sell Perisic though. They want to get that done
because they want to get James. I think they have a very good chance of getting James.
Yeah, but so that's the thing. Like, I mean, Milan still have a lot of work to do, but they mostly just need to do a right back and a winger. I mean, outside of Icardi, this Inter team is pretty average. So I definitely think that Milan right now will have a better season than Inter next.
Yeah, I think Spalletti. I
Does
think
what happens with Jovetic? Does he stay? Does he dip? Like,
he wants to leave, but Inter are asking for too much, and Sevilla are not willing to pay.
dang.
So, but yeah, I think next season Serie A will be really interesting. You got 4 automatic spots, so
Mhm.
that's
Well deserved too.
yeah. I do think the big
Honestly,
four.
the big four deserve it. Like, that's just what it should be because they're the
Yeah,
biggest league. So why
and
not?
but I do think it's a bit unfair to Ligue 1 because how far, like honestly, is Ligue 1 that much? Like, is it
No,
that big of a difference from the Bundesliga, for example?
yeah, Ligue 1's a good league. I mean,
It's a great league,
fact that
but
Lyon will miss out. Lyon are a great team, and they'll miss.
yeah, see, exactly. Like like you expect teams like Lyon and Marseille to be doing well in France, but it's not been the case
Yeah,
as of recent. Well, granted, Marseille are on the come up again. They've injected some new money there. Um, Lyon, dude, Lyon have looked awful this transfer window. Like,
I mean, yeah, and they're thinking about selling Jordi Gaspar.
yeah, that's their right back, isn't it?
It's
Is he a
their.
right back?
I mean, he's great at either side. I
Yeah.
believe.
Isn't he going to Monaco?
Apparently, I mean,
Yeah.
it looks like that. Um, Balbuena already confirmed, I believe.
Yeah, he's gone to Turkey for the dough. Like, can't hate.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean, it's time with. I mean, it would be pretty funny if Deschamps still called him up after all that, but I mean, probably not. Yeah, Valbuena's leaving. Um, and so I mean, well, and Tolisso and Lacazette will both probably leave.
I don't see. Okay, like, what about Lacazette? Where can he go?
I mean,
Like,
I feel like he already announced his signing.
yeah, he said he's gonna dip, but who's really in for him? If Atleti aren't in for him, I thought United were gonna. Well, United were not because that's just not Mourinho's profile of
Can
striker.
we talk about United because yeah, I'm like really confused with what they're trying to do. First of all, they're linked to Perisic and Morata. It seems like Morata's a done deal. As a Madrid
Yeah,
fan, I'm glad. Like, I'm really happy with the deal. 70+ million for Morata. That's amazing. Like, he's not. He's a very good player, but I don't see him ever becoming a world class striker.
dude, like, y'all know how I feel about Morata.
Actually, I don't. What do you think? What do you think of Morata?
No, he's a good player. Like at Juve, he showed I guess he showed some ability there, and capacity to perform in big games. But like even I watched this one video that was very telling on like Morata like a couple years ago, and it's Allegri in the middle of I don't know if it was a Coppa Italia game. I don't
I remember
remember.
that video.
Allegri
You sent it to
calls,
me.
yeah, he calls Morata to him, and like they're both mic'd up, and Allegri is just like, if I see you dribble with your head down again, I will fucking take you out. Like that's what he said. Like
He
I will
always does that,
fucking
though.
take you out. If I see you keep dribbling with your head down, I will take you out. Like dog, like these are the parts in Morata's game that
He's missing
it ain't there.
He's
He
missing a lot of the intangibles.
exactly the intangibles, and he doesn't have. Look, man, he played with the most talented squad in the history of the sport this past season, okay? That he played in a stacked squad. Okay, you mean to tell me Benzema against Deportivo, Granada, all these fucking scrubs, you really think like he's not gonna get his own too? Like, come on. Like,
That's true because
this is real life. Like,
and
what you mean? Like,
every decent team that Morata has played against this season, he has pretty much had like
yeah, one of my favorite
I know
games of the season is the
not
Sevilla game. Sevilla game. Like,
Yeah.
where was he? Like,
totally anonymous. Like you
Like,
would
uses
check Twitter.
to take Zidane's hand when he gets taken off after an average performance. I mean,
Yeah, you would check Twitter at halftime or after the game, and you would see like Squawka or something just saying Alvaro Morata had 2 touches in the half,
dog,
or Alvaro
you
Morata
know,
had 3 touches in the half.
you know who's a fucking killer? Like, dude, look, I wasn't on the wave early because I'd never heard of him up until this past season. But dog, when I watch footage of Andrea Bellotti,
mhm.
like, I see a world class striker, dog. Like, did y'all see his finish against? I know it's Liechtensteiner. I know it's a nothing. Like, they're not really anything
Yeah.
special from a footballing standpoint. But that finish, dog. Like, I think it was a pass from Insigne to put him through. That
Yeah.
dude, that's shades of Falcao and Christian Vieri, dog. Like, that's what that shit is. Like, he and his physique, everything. Like, I see why Mourinho was eyeing him like earlier, has been eyeing him like since early this summer. So, man, if we can get Belotti, man, like, that would be.
Yeah, if you can get Belotti and Morata, then I think you're fine. But
Yeah,
Morata, the thing about Morata, right? He's
dude, Rashford is better than Morata, man. You'll
yeah.
see. You'll
Thing
see
about,
in a couple
the
years.
thing about Morata, right? He's yet to lead the line for a team. Juventus, he didn't start all the time, and when he started, he played in a 2, which is very different because every time I've watched Morata play as a lone striker, he has pretty much been anonymous. He barely gets a touch. I think the Morata's relationship with Ronaldo on the pitch says a lot. Ronaldo hates playing with him. Like every time Ronaldo plays with him, both play.
Oh yeah, I remember another game. It was like, I think
Yeah.
it was the back end of the 2014-15 season. And wait, no. Morata was still in Juve. I think it was the back end of the 13-14 season. I just can't remember. I just remember Morata having the ball and having Cristiano wide open to his right and just shooting. And Cristiano just went bonkers. He went ape shit on Morata. It was so
Yeah,
funny.
he's the bottom line for Morata. He has an inconsistent first touch.
Yeah.
He's not a great finisher, so his finishing is on and off, similar to like Gamero or Lukaku. Their finishing is very inconsistent. Like one day he might score a hat trick, the next day he might miss 20 chances, just like Ibra.
Very
United
fucking
fans.
good point. Very
Yeah,
good.
United fans bitch about Ibra this season. Ibra did score a lot of goals, and he did miss big chances. But Morata is very similar. The same thing will happen next season. And the thing about Morata, he's yet to prove that he can lead the line as a lone striker and bang in the goals.
Hey, it is what it is, man. Like, I'm sorry this turned into a Morata bashing session for like 5-6 minutes, but
yeah,
hey, man,
like just the bottom line is I've been watching the guy since 11-12. As a Real Madrid fan, I've been watching him since 11-12, and I'm glad that we're getting 70 million for him. I think that's a great deal. We just have to replace him because we do need a second.
That dude, that is a highway robbery, man. 73, dog, flow out here, man. Like, flow a gangster. Like, it is what it is. Like,
yeah, I mean, Morata would still be in Madrid if Zlatan did not have such a terrible injury.
Dog, flows like Nino Brown. Like, this shit is crazy. Like,
yeah, it's daylight.
Dog, like,
I have no
idea.
idea.
You get 70? Dog, United are so ass in terms of deals.
Like, I heard it's not 70 million though. I heard we're still holding the deal, so it might go up. I heard it might be like closer to 80.
That's absolutely
ridiculous.
Yeah. Like,
ridiculous.
An average player, and I mean, I see.
Dog, if you're Manchester United,
I see world class potential in Andrea Belotti, and I mean, love him or hate him, Lukaku can become one of the highest PL scorers of all.
He's good for 20 plus goals a season.
He's better than Morata.
Yeah, I agree too. Like, he's good for 20 plus goals a season.
I mean, yeah,
in the Premier League, like.
Okay, Morata is young, he's foreign, and he's played for a great club. So United fans are gonna get hyped up for him. But this guy, he isn't better than Kane. He isn't better than Lukaku. He isn't better than Diego Costa. This is not.
And
I don't even think he's better than Rashford.
people
So-
talk about him in big games. Yes,
Exactly.
Morata is he is like he doesn't fear the big moment. That's a good point. But let's look at Morata's big games. Against Real Madrid, a tap in, and yes, I'll give him the second goal at the Bernabeu.
Nah,
Against
he was good in the first leg, I
no,
thought.
no, I'll give him that. But look,
In the
in
first
the
leg,
final against Barca,
interior.
another in the final against Barca, another open goal tap in.
Yeah, he was nothing special
In the
that game.
Coppa Italia final against Milan, another open goal tap in. Like he's not like he's a good player, and people need to understand being a good player at a young age doesn't mean that you have world class potential. It's not career mode on FIFA. Like
Yeah,
that's not how it works.
PlayStation Nation.
yeah, that's a good point because I mean, Morata has accomplished a lot for a 24-year-old. But that being said, is there really that much room for improvement?
Yeah, it's being good at a young age doesn't mean that you have that world class potential.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, just
No,
moving
that's
on.
good. No, yeah, like maybe, yo, this might sound like we bashed him, but like Raheem Sterling too. Like he's good. He's accomplished a lot at his age.
Yeah.
But I don't see world class potential there
Like
either.
the moment I watched Dembele for Dortmund, I knew like that kid can be the next
Yeah.
big thing.
Yeah, like you just see it. Like yeah.
You
just
know, even Mbappe, like literally this whole season, I don't watch League R. I'm gonna be honest. And Tosin would literally just talk about Mbappe every single day, and I would be like, "Yo, shut up." And then that City game, I watched Mbappe for 10 minutes, and I was like, "No, this kid is special."
exactly. Like
can
you
just
just
tell.
know, dog. Like you just know. Like, but yeah. Moving on. Who else? Okay, so who else did United sign? Okay, so they've been looking at Morata. We've already talked about Perisic. But you want to talk about their neighbors, United's neighbors?
I mean,
I think we should.
United Sabres have signed 2 players. Manchester United are about to sign 2, and they'll sign more.
Mhm.
So yeah, I like these 2 signings. One's a Portuguese player, the other is a player from Portugal.
Dude,
Yeah.
Bernardo Silva, that's one, and dog Ederson, man. This dude is a fucking problem. Like
Yeah.
he is, dude. Like okay, Pep got it wrong with Bravo, and I still don't understand how the fuck that happened because I watched Bravo at Barcelona.
And he was a good
He was a good fucking goalie. Like what the
Yeah,
fuck? Like
I don't even think he got it wrong. I just think it was just a case of I don't know. I mean,
dude,
Bravo
that shit is
not
it's
only for
inexplicable,
Barcelona,
man.
but for Chile and for even Sociedad at some
Yeah.
So, I mean, I don't know, but yeah, Ederson will definitely bench him. And but you
Dude,
know
Ederson is a
that is
monster. Dude, just dude, tell him about Ederson's ability. Like
I mean, yeah, he's just
he
um
has it all,
he's
man.
one of the
Shot
best goalkeepers
stopping.
in the world. I mean, he's incredible at what he at just pretty much everything, honestly. So good as a passer, so good as a shot stopper. Really just incredible.
Yeah, he's gonna establish himself like in the league. I think he's gonna be seen as top 2 already easily by the end. Like I think he's better. He'll have better seasons than Couture or De Gea, one of them. Like he's really special. But okay, so Bernardo.
Yeah, and I think that's a huge difference between United and City right now. I mean, look at United's possible attack for next season. It'll be like somewhere along the lines of Morata, Rashford, Mkhitaryan, Perisic, something like that. I don't see enough creators who can like do it all, who are multifaceted attackers.
Yeah.
Whereas like with I see that pretty much every single City attacker with Jesus, Sane, Aguero, Bernardo. These players, and maybe even Alexis. These players can
Just
create,
okay.
score. They can dribble. They can do it all.
Let's say you have the squad right now. You are a city manager,
Yeah.
and you've just brought in Bernardo and Ederson. How would your 11 look with just those two signings? Like,
Just those two. I'm gonna go. I mean, that's tough. Well, right now, I would probably say Ederson, and then a back.
actually, no, they haven't gotten a right back. Okay, just
I know.
assume. Let's assume like they got the fullback signings.
Right now, I'd say Ederson, Stones, Company, Otamendi, maybe Sane and Sterling as wingbacks, and have like, yeah, that's tough. But like, you gotta have Bernardo will obviously start.
Yeah. Do you think he plays more central now? Like, I don't know, man. Pep might try to evolve this dude's game.
Yeah,
Like,
maybe like a front three of Bernardo, Guerrero, Jesus, and like Yaya. It's so tough, but I mean this City team, um, it's only gonna get better. I mean,
yeah.
Pep knows that he's got to sign fullbacks. I
I
think
want to see the central midfielder he signs. Like, I'm really
he'll sign a
interested.
central midfielder. I'm not sure about that. I mean,
Man, so wait.
but
So really, so wait, what? Well, okay, a regista. Like, is he gonna go with that?
Mm,
Like,
I mean, I would be surprised if he didn't, because I mean, as good as Yaya has been, he doesn't have that much left.
yeah, he doesn't have the legs left. Yeah. So who? Like, who would he look at? Like,
Weigl for sure. Yeah, Weigl.
you
Uh,
think? Oh yeah, man, dude. Like Dortmund, there's a lot of uncertainty there, man.
I would say
Like,
William Carvalho definitely, considering that his first three signings have I mean, are Liga Nos, ex Liga Nos players. I would say Carvalho. Uh,
yeah.
and
Let's see.
let's see. Yeah, it's tough. Um, but I would say Carvalho, Weigl. Mm,
Paredes? Nah.
like yeah, the thing is, Paredes is like unestablished at a top club, so I don't know.
How did?
And
Okay.
Inzaghi is gonna probably go to Juve, and Fabinho is probably gonna go to United. So I mean, yeah, there's not much. I'm not really sure about that. Besides Weigl and Carvalho, but he'll
Yeah,
find some.
finally, Abdul, you're back. Like this dude.
Yo, yeah. What do you guys think of Fabinho, by the way?
Good.
Oh man, this is a very good conversation since we all can just be like, I don't know, real on this.
Hmm.
Well, Fabinho, honestly, I think he's a great player. You know, he retains the ball well. He's very good defensively. He cleans up for like even this past season, he was cleaning up for Bakayoko a lot. I felt, um, and he's very good tactically. He's a great leader. His performance versus City at the Etihad, like man of the match stuff. Like he was it was one midfielder against three or four. Like and he was well up to the task. So yeah, Fabinho, he also has that knack for end product, you know,
Yeah,
and that's pretty, that's great. So yeah, I think he easily slots into United's midfield easily. So you would have Fabinho, Pogba. The question is, who do you get as a third midfielder? If you say Herrera, I will fucking blow your head off. So,
What
but
if
yeah, like
we don't do a third
you just
midfielder then? What if,
yeah, or it could just be your standard, yeah, your standard Mourinho 4-5-1.
I mean,
Just double.
I wouldn't even be surprised if Mourinho goes with the back three next season. Um, maybe
This
that's
is crazy. Like, why is everyone on this back three wave?
yeah, because they think it's
Like,
because I mean, yeah, and it requires a lot of um coordination and teamwork, and I mean, but
yeah,
anyways, I think that no, I mean, because I don't see him trying to sign a left back or another center mid. So I think that indicates, personally, I think that indicates that he could be planning to play. At least
And
as
then I heard that what's his name? I heard the Arsenal are going with the back three next season, full time. Like,
well, they ended the season with a back three. So.
yeah, I heard that that's not just like an emergency thing because they had a lot of injuries. I heard that they're actually long term they want to do that, but I think people are just I think people don't realize how demanding it is. Like, if you read a lot about coaches that coach three at the back, like especially if you look at what Cruyff said about why he changed his three at the back. Like, it was because it's so demanding, especially from the fullbacks, that they could do it for a season, but like eventually they're just gonna be lazy, or they're just not gonna be as motivated to follow everything. Like, I don't know how to explain it, but it demands a lot. Like, you look at what Victor Moses and Marcus Alonso have been doing all season. It just kills you.
Yeah, I think Cruyff. You once said that Cruyff said that the 3-4-3 it's hard to implement long term, like playing
Exactly.
that system. Yeah.
And that's why he switched. I think to afford the back in the 90s.
Yeah. So I'm thinking like, okay, so United, they might switch to a back three for the long term. That's never been Mourinho's style, so that's just gonna be. I doubt he does it, honestly. I think it's just gonna be Bailly and Lindelof together, and then Valencia and Shaw. Hopefully Shaw at left back. I don't know, but yeah. Because Blind isn't getting a contract extension.
Oh, for real?
So, yeah, so he's out. Like he'll probably go back to the Netherlands. So yeah.
As a United fan, are you optimistic?
Actually, yeah, man, I am. You want to know why? We got Paulo Pogba. Like that's it. Like that's it. Like, we got Paulo Beal. Like, what you mean? Like, it is what it is. Like,
so you think you're gonna challenge for the league and you're gonna do fairly well in the Champions League?
On the Champions League, that's gonna be Pogba's moment. Like, I think he's gonna be fucking brilliant in the Champions League. I can't wait. But in the league, honestly, if we can get Belotti, man, we need Belotti, and we need another dynamic forward, and that should have been Griezmann. That should have been Griezmann.
Yeah, Griezmann really fucked up United's plans. Like, they really needed him.
Exactly. Like, if we can get that one more superstar forward, because you cannot win a Champions League without just that dynamic attacking forward, that's just lethal. You can't win a Champions League without that. You just can't. So yeah, like Griezmann has to.
United are not in it to win it. Like, next season, I think making the quarters would be a great.
Yeah, but with Mourinho, like, you can tell his outlook. Like, he wants European domination with United. Dude, you know how Mourinho is, like.
Yeah.
So.
But isn't that unrealistic? Like.
Yeah, but trust me, like, Mourinho at the start of last season, he was saying, we have aspirations for the title. Like, we want to win the title. So they signed Ibra. Like, if you sign Ibra, what are you trying to do? You're trying to win the fucking title.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
So, yeah, like, Mourinho, he wants, if he can try in the Champions League, man, he's definitely going to take the Champions League seriously. Like, and we will put in some tactical snooze fests, some shithousery, like the Ajax games, like, but hey, it is what it is. Like, we can still, like, I don't know, we can still.
Did you guys discuss Juventus? Allegri renewed his contract, and they're looking at Douglas Costa and a midfielder.
Then it seems like they've already sealed Patrick Schick.
Yeah. So what do
Oh,
Juventus
that's a
need?
great signing. That's a great signing.
So
Man,
what do
look at
Juventus
Juventus,
need?
man, just feeding on all the Italian players. Like, dude, Juve have such a fucking Juve have such a fucking I don't know um they just have such a fucking like they're just so big in the fucking market that they can go to Roma and say, yo, we want your goalie and he can be our backup for the season. Like, dog, like that shit is crazy.
What
Like
if
they always go
Juventus
to
win?
Roma every season and say, hey, let me pick him up. Pjanic, your best midfielder, will take him. Like
Yeah.
now, bro, a season or two from now, or even this it could be this off season. Who knows? Like they'll just be like, hey, Nainggolan, yo, we want him.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
you may become a better team already.
Or
Like that's crazy.
Insigne, or
Napoli. De Laurentiis, their president, he's a fucking boss. Like
yeah, but they'll
he
just
don't take shit.
they'll pay the release clause just like for Higuain.
You
Oh,
think
no,
that
I don't think Insigne has one though. Well, I'll have to check.
I'll have to. But
Napoli wouldn't sell Insigne, but Roma would sell Nangolan? I don't know.
Dude, Roma has sold. The Roma have really pretty much spread their cheeks for Juve like a lot of times. Like we see it. Like
Yeah.
fucking who did they get? They got Pjanic. They got um. They're trying to get fucking Chesney, dog. Why do they need Chesney? Like
I think
he'll
Neto's
never
better.
start. He'll
Neto's
never
better.
start for Juve. Never.
Yeah.
They just want him there as the backup. Like that's crazy.
But do you guys think that Juve could win 10 in a row?
Nah.
Yeah, I
Why
mean,
not, bro? They need 4 more. I think they're definitely gonna win another
How
2.
many are they on? How many are they on right now?
6. So they're definitely gonna win another 2. So that's 8. And then who says that they can't win another 2 after that? Because I don't see them. They're not gonna lose the league next year. That's
It's
for
crazy,
sure.
man. Every year Allegri has been with Juve. They've won the domestic double.
I think
That's
that
insane.
Juventus, I mean, look, to have a dynasty like that indicates a weak league, no matter who you are. I mean, usually you see those only in extreme cases with like
Yeah.
Olympiacos.
It sucks for Allegri, man.
So
Like
I don't see that happening because I mean, this Milan project is really good, and by the time it's 2019, I think they're gonna be gearing to go to win a Scudetto.
But you don't think
Roma,
Juventus can come close to 10?
yeah, they'll come close. I mean, I think they'll get 7 next season, and I mean,
Maybe 8. Yeah.
the next 3 are gonna be really tough.
yeah.
Yep.
Nah, you think this coming season will be tough for them?
No.
Nah, I mean, nah.
Man, dog, Napoli, man. Dude, like this should be the year. This has to be the year where they break out of that mental block, man. 2, 3 years on the bounce. Come on, man. Like Sadi has been fucking like he's been fucking like shouting at these dudes, like, he's been going at these dudes like, yo, we gotta get out of this mental block. Like, I don't understand. Like, first year in 14, 15, then no, actually 15, 16. Now third year, man. It could be the charm, man. Third time's the charm.
But do you but what do Juventus need to actually win the Champions League though? Forget Serie A for a sec.
They just need a superstar.
Nah,
Or
Nah,
they need the superstar anywhere, like in midfield or
they
even.
just need a better midfield. That's it.
Nah,
That's really it.
I mean,
You're fine.
they're gonna get
No,
Inzaghi.
but obviously you want depth. You want depth always. Like
Juventus have decent depth. Okay,
no, they don't. Their bench was awful. Like if you looked at their bench compared to Madrid's, like you would have just like come on, like what is that? So
Their only attacking option was Cuadrado. That's it.
Exactly. So Sturaro just does a job.
But yeah,
Low-key underrated.
Mm.
I'm just gonna say that.
Shocking. He's not a footballer.
like I said though, I mean,
Have some shame. Like the guy has nothing.
Yo, he put in a fucking masterclass against y'all.
I don't care. He's not a footballer.
He put in a fucking warrior performance. Like
he's still not a footballer.
Fucking warrior, dog. I love Sturaro. Yeah, go on.
Apparently he's going to Genoa.
Italian.
He's gonna ball out. He's gonna ball out anywhere he goes.
How can you call him a baller, man? Have some respect the beautiful game, man.
Italian and Herrera. How do you rate Sturaro?
No, Herrera's much better.
Dog. Sturaro is way colder than
Sturara's
Herrera.
performance against Real.
Dude, bring Sturaro to United. Mourinho would start him. I swear to God, he would start him. He'd actually be such a baller for us. Like all those late runs into the box, like he does them very well. Like the goal against Bayern that he scored. You know?
Oh yeah, I remember that goal. Yeah.
Dog, man, Sturaro is a cold ass nigga, dog. Like, don't hate. Like that dude is cold. Like,
what do you guys think of Dybala? Like, what do you? A lot of people are coming out saying that. I mean, Pele said that he's overrated.
Pele said that?
Yeah, Pele said Dybala's overrated.
Almost dead, man.
Dang, Pele is a hater.
Yeah, but I mean, he said that he's. I mean, he makes a good point. He said that he was compared to Messi and Maradona, and he's obviously never gonna sniff that. So yeah, he is overrated.
Yeah, true. Because I remember seeing Dybala is better than Neymar. Like, come on.
Yeah, that's just
y'all gotta chill with that. Y'all gotta
like Barca fans that wanted to sell Neymar for Dybala. Like, I mean, just learn the game.
That's some jokes, man. I don't even know if Neymar.
Actually, no. Neymar, Dybala, Messi would be ridiculous. Yo, that would be sick. And Messi and Dybala interchanging, that would be. Dude, how is actually because I do not watch Argentina, but how is I didn't watch the recent game between them and Brazil, but how was Dybala and Messi's like? I don't know. How was the synergy? Like, how was it? Like, was there?
I didn't watch the game, but I watched some highlights. I think the idea is for Messi to drop and for Dybala to receive between the lines, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So like, the Messi, like from the highlights there, it's obviously.
Is Messi central?
Yeah, from what I saw, but I don't know. Do you watch the game, Zach?
No, I didn't watch the game.
But yeah, like
none of us come in clutch. Like
the Argentina thing, like I just logged onto Twitter. I woke up and Barca fans were making comps of like Argentina's performance.
Oh man, look at the dog. Fuck, dude. Oh man, we need to talk about the World Cup too. Like we got to talk about these international squads, cause man, I am praying for Sampaoli. Like I'm praying for him to fucking fall flat on his face, man. It'll be hilarious.
Team Leo, what's up,
dog? Oh, man, dog. I ain't Team Argentina, man. I've never supported Argentina. I just fucking hate Argentina.
Right.
But like yeah, but I've always respected like players like Riquelme and obviously Messi. But nah, man. I just think Argentina. I don't think it'll be their year, man, like people are saying. And man, Sampaoli, man, what he did to Sevilla. I know he paid off 1.5 million. I know he paid off a little, like he paid off some, I don't know, whatever residue money, the salary he had to pay off. But still, like when you have these like I don't know, these conflicting feels that you're gonna go to that you want to go to Argentina while you're in Sevilla. How's that not gonna affect the players? Like you saw that with Sevilla's season, it just crumbled. Like I just thought that shit was unprofessional.
It crumbled.
I just thought that shit was not shit was not professional at all, man. Like, and that shit is gonna catch up to him. You'll see, man. Like, dude, that's why, I can't wait, man. You'll see.
But at the same time, I have a lot of respect for the fact that like he was just so. I mean, his wages with Argentina are like 1/3 of the wages he was getting at Sevilla. He even paid. Yeah, you said like you said, he paid 1.5 million to opt out of his contract. Like, I just respect the fact that he just wants to coach his country so much. Like, you don't
Hey,
get that in modern football. You don't get that anymore.
hey, we'll
Yeah.
see, man. We'll see. We'll see what
Yeah.
Argentina
I
do.
don't. I don't know. You can't predict what will happen at the World Cup, man. Like Brazil look
Nah,
nice.
you can because
Why?
this World Cup, dude, this coming football season is gonna be the best ever. Like, because we're gonna get a full club season, then we're getting that World Cup.
I
And
mean, I'm
from the
not
teams that we're seeing, like Europe looks strong, man. Europe looks strong. And
Portugal,
I think
bro. If Ronaldo wins a World
just
Cup,
Europe in general just looks strong. I do not see how these South American teams compete. We'll see though, because
Brazil looks strong, right?
Except Brazil looked like a fucking juggernaut. But
Hmm.
yeah, like I think it's gonna be Europe again, like because hey, we'll see
But
though.
when you say Europe looks strong, I mean Germany lost Lam, so that's a huge loss, and their fullbacks are poor. It's still Germany, right? Obviously, they're going to be
It's
in there.
still
I expect them
Germany.
to make the semis, but like they're not as good as they were in 2014, for example.
Actually, though, Germany might.
Nah,
Yeah, we might have to revisit Germany. True.
nah.
Who's their striker? Who's their number 9?
Maybe Timo Werner or probably Mueller, but we'll have
Yeah, okay.
And
Yeah,
then
because they need someone for that number 9 spot to
France,
like succeed close.
France look amazing, but I mean, if you're gonna still be starting, you're not winning anything with Giroud. I'm sorry, but they're not gonna win
Nah,
anything
y'all
with Giroud.
tripping. Y'all tripping.
I'm just telling you, they're
Dude,
not gonna win anything with Giroud.
there are some players, the Mario Gomez's of the world. Um,
Giroud ain't Mario Gomez. Like peak Mario
dude,
Gomez was.
look at Giroud, dog. Do you see the goals he's
I
scoring?
don't care.
This dude is like,
What does
dude,
he do when it matters?
we cannot hate on Giroud,
No,
man,
I
because
respect his career because he's
he's actually not as bad as people
say.
say. Like, it's ridiculous the fucking hate this dude gets
But you're
when
not gonna
he.
win anything with him, though. You're not
Yeah.
gonna win a
What are
major.
you talking about? What are you talking about? They made the finals of the Euros with him, and
Yeah, and
If not
If
for
Benzema
Gignac,
was on the pitch,
They
they
would
would
have
have
If
won.
Griezmann doesn't miss a point blank header, Giroud's a European champion.
Well,
Like,
if Benzema was on the pitch,
Benzema is arguably better than Griezmann. I don't know how you can. What's wrong with that? Benzema has actually won something.
oh shit! I thought you said Giroud's better than Griezmann.
No,
That's
I
why I
said.
started laughing.
like I'm telling you, man,
I
they're
mean,
not winning anything without my boy Benzema. Like,
I'm just saying, like
Nah,
having
okay,
having
nah. See,
Benzema and playing Giroud. It's kind of like having a. It's like it's like having a Mercedes S class and deciding to, you know what, I'm just gonna take my Rav4 out to prom instead. Like,
yeah, like
also
dog,
for
the
France,
ref will be coming in handy though.
for
I'm
France,
sense.
for France, I just think like the Dembele's and the Mbappe's of the world, and it might just be like I might just be a bit too early for them to win,
hmm
you know.
Yeah,
But
no,
it's
those
open.
are.
It's open.
But dude, wait. With the Giroud thing, let's just revisit. Y'all actually have a point because I remember in the World Cup, was it Germany they were playing? Or because they moved, Benzema was having a fucking incredible tournament, and then Deschamps decides to put him wide left,
Yeah.
like on the wing, and that just totally fucked him up
No,
in
but
like the
Benzema
knockout
was
race.
still, Benzema was still very good against Germany, in my opinion.
Yeah, like oh man, that Neuer save, fucking
Yeah,
arrogant cunt. Like that dude is.
that one-handed save, right?
Yeah, he
That
just
was
split his
mad.
head. Like he didn't give a fuck. He just like oh dog, Neuer is crazy.
yeah,
But
Yeah,
yeah, man. No, those
that's
are good points, man. But Giroud, man, you can't deny. Like, look at his record since Deschamps has come in. Like, he's repaid his manager's faith in him, man. He's balling. Like that goal against Sweden. Like, who saw that coming? Like, Like Giroud just has he has a
No, but remember before the Euros, Giroud was even during the Euros, Giroud was going off. Like he was scoring a
yup,
lot of goals,
scoring. Yeah.
but when it mattered most, like I mean, against Germany, did he start against Germany?
Who
I
drew?
don't know.
I can't remember, but anyways, like in the fight, like he did
I think he
nothing
probably
memorable. He did nothing memorable when it mattered most. That's my point.
Hmm.
he wasn't
I
given an
just
opportunity to do something
I
memorable.
can never trust Giroud, man. Move on.
Fair enough, man. Y'all just some Arsenal haters, but
No,
let's
it has
go.
nothing to do with Arsenal. Honestly, why would I
Okay,
hate?
okay.
Like, even Arsenal fans hate Giroud,
Arsenal
man.
fans
Like,
hate Giroud more
I
than
know. It's
actual.
sad, man.
I'm
Like
not
he
joking.
Drew's better than Morata. I'm gonna just say that. But
Mm,
move on.
low key, he might be more reliable. Yeah.
I think Giroud's a better footballer. I think Morata's is like a better. Um, he's more valuable.
Don't say better finisher. Like, okay.
Okay, he'll
Like,
score more and he'll give you more movement. But I mean, no, Morata for 80 million. I mean, I know people say, "Oh, it's not your money," but I mean, come on, you could get a much better player than Morata for the same price. You could get Diego
yeah.
Costa or Aubameyang or Lukaku.
Yeah.
Uh,
Why is no one? Why are no Premier League clubs in for Aubameyang? I'm really
and
shocked.
it looks like PSG might have to
He's a
might
bit
not
high
be getting him.
though. I mean,
So
you
I
know,
guess
haven't you noticed that Tosin? He's a bit high maintenance. He gets into a lot of trouble with his coaches. I mean, he's a
yeah, I
solid.
do remember a
He's just
game.
consistent scoring. So I mean, you can't fault him for that.
Yeah.
But
With Klopp though, he did say, dude, if Liverpool should look at him. Because I remember him saying with Klopp, it was some of the he said his year. I think it was 1 year he played with Klopp, and he said it
where
was
would you like to see Aubameyang go if he does leave?
Liverpool. He'd be
Liverpool?
perfect there. Yeah, he'd be perfect there.
Where does he play?
But I don't think he
As
would go
striker.
there.
Yeah, I don't think he would go there
He
either.
thinks he's like Madrid level.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, Atletico would be perfect if they didn't have the transfer man. So it's tough. I mean, I'm not really sure where he goes.
Thing is, oh, I don't even think Aubameyang. I don't think Aubameyang's better than Lacazette. So,
Mm.
Wow, really?
dude, Aubameyang, he was sussed out this season, bro. A lot of back post tap-ins, like
He hasn't
uh,
scored. He didn't score a goal from outside the box this season.
nope, not one. Like he had some great finishes, some great goals here and there, but you know, it's Bundesliga fodder. Like, what are you doing in Europe? Like this. Well, he did play well against Madrid, but that was in the group stages. That wasn't even the fucking.
I mean,
You
we
know,
all say it's Bundesliga fodder, but don't get me wrong. I mean, everybody here would love to have. I mean, like everybody would love to see Forsberg on Milan or Chelsea or.
oh yeah, yeah, he's a fucking problem. I hope he goes to Milan.
Yeah.
Oh, if Milan get him, then we're talking. Like we're talking serious. Like this is. Then we're talking about Milan getting at least a top 3, top 2 finish.
Mhm.
Seriously, yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
So, let's look at La
so
Liga just to like wrap it up.
Oh wait, what about Ligue 1?
La Liga.
Tosin, Pepe is
Why are
coming.
we talking?
Wait.
Oh,
I want to talk Ligue 1 for a second because Tosin, Pepe is coming to Paris to bench your boy.
dude,
Yeah, he's finally gonna
nah. What do you
carry that
mean
bum,
bench? What are you
Silva.
talking about?
He's gonna carry that bum, Silva.
Yeah.
Nah, what are you talking about? They're about to be together, side by
Yeah,
side.
he's
El
gonna carry him.
Capitan, Pepe, nobody shall pass. Like no
What
one shall
Capitan,
pass.
bro?
That's way too, dude. Thiago Silva should just hand over the armband. Like,
Bro, what y'all talking about? Like, O Monstro is the best center back in the world. So I don't want to hear. I don't want to hear this shit. Like, I don't want to hear no slander. Like, y'all gotta chill with that. So, O Monstro,
Yeah.
man, like,
Well,
he
just thoughts on the Verratti to Barca rumors.
not happening.
look, man. Look,
No.
Verratti. He's just got a lot of people in his ear right now, but he knows like this was Paris is my home. Like, my first child was born in Paris. Like, I
Okay.
became a father in
Bro,
Paris.
you're
Like,
getting
this is
so emotional, bro.
Getting
Chill.
this
It's
is
not
my
that deep.
home. Like,
Barcelona's a
dog,
beautiful city.
Verratti is not going anywhere,
It's
dog.
not that deep, bro.
If
Come.
Khilafi, dog, if Khilafi lets him go, dog, Khilafi needs to be beheaded. Like, because this is some serious shit. You cannot let Verratti go to Barcelona.
Dude, I
You
don't think
cannot let. If you let that happen,
it'll be his
if you let
fault.
that happen, not only does your project die, not only is your project dead, but yo, you've just pretty much made the Madrid Barcelona duopoly become stronger than ever. Like,
Yeah, as a
that's
Madrid
what.
fan, I was like, I'm fingers crossed. Like, I'm just praying they don't get him because, yeah, like honestly, I rate him
Like
so high.
Verratti, man. If you're listening to this podcast, dog, just give Paris one more season at least, man.
Dude.
Like,
Yeah,
don't
just
make
leave after
don't
the
make
World
the
Cup.
mistake.
So,
Don't make the
I mean,
mistake of going to that shit club, man. Like, you're better than that.
think about this. If you're Verratti, though, you're 24, and you've in your short career, you've lost to Barcelona how many times? Like 4. I mean, knocked out in 2013, knocked out in 2015, knocked out in 2017, lost in the group stage in 2014. I mean, and not to mention have the biggest historical bottling of all time. Um, I mean, I would be surprised if they got him, but I mean, I just don't think. I mean, give him a lot of credit if he does decide to say no to the clubs. I mean,
Yeah.
is a rare
Yeah,
in today's players, but that really is some true.
I rate him so highly. Like, for me, just skill set wise, I think like in terms of skill set, I think Verratti's. Honestly, think he's only second to Modric.
Yeah, he's
I love him. Like, for me, I'm just praying that he doesn't go, and after the World Cup, Uncle Flo,
dog.
he just counts.
Verratti drops a classic like every season. Like, he's good for one classic.
Classics. I mean, look
Dog,
at
he's always good. Dude, like, for example, dude, the coupe.
Monaco, Lyon.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. The Coupe de France final,
Yeah,
him
man.
against Monaco. Dog, like, that's arguably I'm telling you, that's probably the performance of the season.
Yeah,
Every fucking touch this dude had in that game.
and I know they battled it against Barca, but the first leg against Barca,
Another
like the
masterclass.
amount of
Like,
times he broke the lines in that game, my God, like
Ridiculous.
it's just I don't know. I just love like he's honestly,
dog,
man,
he is a mixture. You know what Verratti is? He is Xavi
and Modric, like he kind of reminds me of
and
Modric.
dude and Gattuso, man.
Like,
He has that destroyer tendency in him. Like,
Yeah.
dude, people underrate his defensive game as well. Like,
but
he's
people
so.
underrate his dribble though.
Oh, you can't underrate his dribble. That's the most. Like, that's the most.
He's like
Like
his
his.
dribble is Modric-esque. Like that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's. Dude, Verratti is the one midfielder that
Can do it.
like invites pressure and plays better under it. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
he'll invite his defender to come in,
Remember,
humiliate him, and
remember his
then
performance. You know what actually like signifies that. Remember his performance at Stamford Bridge with 10 men.
you know
Almost like he enjoyed playing with 10 men. Like he's so good,
exactly. It's so good,
man.
man.
And people are talking about 80 to 100 million. What? Like Verratti was worth 100 million like 3 years ago, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You know? Like
in today's
I've been
market,
saying it. Like, I said it. Like, after the 14-15 season, I put him in my team of the season after 2014-15, and I said, like, yo, this dude is arguably the best midfielder in the world right now. Like, I legit said that.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
and
that's
like
how high I was.
he's worth, in my opinion, like in today's market, man, I'd pay 80, 150 plus for him.
I'd easily break the world record for him.
Yeah.
Like 100 million for him is nothing. Like
Mhm.
Morata's going for 80 million, bro. Like
Exactly. I was just about to say,
if Barca get him, my God.
Verratti should be 200 million. Like, I mean,
Dog, if Barcelona get him, game over. Like this is where I'm just done. I'm done with football. Like if Barcelona get him,
Yeah, the Barca Madrid domination will just.
it would be it would just be something else. Like it can't happen. It can't fucking happen. I'm
Fingers
sorry.
crossed.
It just can't fucking happen. Like he's got to chill in PSG and like PSG, man, they just got to get their shit together, man. You know you got a jewel. You know you got the most, the most envied asset in world football right now. And Verratti, like,
to keep him. Stay.
y'all better fucking keep this dude. Like, PSG, man. How do y'all bottle a 4-0 lead? Like, I don't get this shit. Like, how do you concede 6 goals, man? Like, it is what it is.
Do you guys want to discuss anything else?
Um,
Or are we missing anything?
La Liga?
Yeah, just one last thing actually. Bakayoko and Lukaku to Chelsea.
That Kante Bakayoko is a serious midfield in England. I don't care what anyone says. That is a serious midfield in England. Two powerhouse. Well, Kante's a powerhouse, but he's small. But two powerhouse midfielders, um, in the Premier League, against pretty much any opposition. They're just faster. They're bigger. They're stronger. And you cannot underrate either player's technical qualities. Like Kante has fast feet, like he can dribble by you. Same thing with Bakayoko. And granted, they may not pass the ball to the requisite level of, like a world class, an established world class, European midfielder. But man, for the Premier League right now, that's a serious midfield duo. I don't care what anyone says. Yeah, what do you think?
I mean, yeah, Bakayoko is a better footballer than Matic. And he's I think that this is going to be a quality pivot for the Premier League. For the Champions League, I'm not so sure, but I mean, look, Conte is a great player. Bakayoko is too. I don't care what anybody says. They're, I guess, limited at what they do, but right now, I don't think you could ask for a partnership more tailored for the Premier League.
Yeah.
I mean, Bakayoko, look, I know he's not as good as, for me, he's not as good as Tolisso or Rabiot, but I mean, he's getting a little bit underrated on here. I mean, I think people forget that he was part of one of the best midfield pivots in Europe this season.
He was.
And I mean, like, let's be real, neither Matic nor Cesc can cut it. So, Bakayoko is a pretty good partner for Conte for me.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, so I think that's been it for the FD podcast.
Costa sale though. I mean, I don't understand why Costa's leaving because he's still better than Lukaku for me.
Yeah, but Conte's not in his plans, I guess.
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Same.
Yeah. So that's I think we should just end it now. Yeah, so that's been it for the FT podcast. Subscribe on iTunes. And we're also on Podbean as well. And we'll catch y'all later. Also, next week, we should also be talking about more international football, I guess, and transfer roundup. And yeah, we'll be looking return soon.
Yep.
Yeah. So peace, y'all. Peace.
Peace out, guys.
Yeah.
Bye.